Hi guys! Welcome to day 10 of our UPCAT review kung saan tinuturo ko sa inyo ang mga important UPCAT concepts na kailangan nyong malaman. So today, ang topic natin is genetics and the study of inheritance. So simulan na agad natin. So i-define muna natin kung ano ba ang genetics and kung ano ba ang heredity. Bale, heredity is the process by which traits are passed from one generation to the next, and genetics naman is the formal study of that process. Okay? Bale, ang heredity lang is kung anong trait mo yung napapasa from one generation to the next, and genetics is just the study of that. Its foundations were laid in the 1860s by Gregor Mendel, an Augustinian monk who deduced the basic rules of inheritance through years of controlled crossbreeding experiments on garden pea plants. So basically, dahil kay Gregor Mendel kung bakit meron tayong study of genetics ngayon. Okay, tandaan niyo yun, si Gregor Mendel. So ito yung core vocabulary para matuto ng genetics. Basically guys, ang gene, it's a unit of heredity that occupies a specific location or locus on a chromosome kasi 'di ba ganito ang chromosome natin. Ganyan, mukhang ganyan. Bale, may isang gene diyan, kumbaga, 'yan lang yung sinasabi. Locus yung location. Locus yung tawag sa location ng isang gene. Tapos ang allele naman is an alternate version of a gene. Huwag kayong madilito sa gene at allele. Ang allele, guys, alternate version, kumbaga pwede siyang maging dominant, pwede rin siyang maging recessive. Bale, ang allele, alternate version, kumbaga may isa kang gene na, kumbaga meron kang gene na, sabi nating black hair, tapos may allele na, may allele na brown, red hair, ganun. Ganun ang allele. Bale, ano lang, alternate version lang. Ang genotype naman is the specific combination of alleles an organism carries. Basically, ang genotype is nasa loob mo yun, hindi siya kita. Kasi phenotype ang observable trait. Kumbaga, guys, ang genotype is yun yung involved with the genes. Meanwhile, ang phenotype naman is kung ano yung nakikita sa'yo. Yun yung observable. Homozygous naman is it carries two identical alleles for a gene. For example, ito, homozygous ang tawag dyan, while ang heterozygous naman is kapag magkaiba sila ng allele. Ang dominant allele naman is ito, written as a capital letter, while ito naman ang recessive allele. Okay? Bale, pag dominant ka, na-express ka kahit ganyan ka pa. Pero ang mga recessive allele na-express lang kapag parehas parehas ng isang parehas ng allele sa isang genotype ay recessive, okay? So, meron dalawang laws si Mendel which are the law of segregation and the law of independent assortment. Ang law of segregation, it states that the two alleles on an organism carries for a gene separate from each other during the formation of sex cells. Sabi ulit, the law of segregation states that the two alleles an organism carries for a gene separate from each other during the formation of sex cells which are gametes, so that each gamete receives only one allele per gene. Each gamete receives only one allele per gene. Pero bali ang sinasabi lang is, di ba nga, sa meiosis, di ba? Or sa mitosis, kahit ano, may nag-separate, kumbaga nag-separate yan, magiging ganyan, tapos ito, nasa isang gamit to, ito nasa isang gamit to. Yun ang sinasabi ng law of segregation. Thus, ang law of independent assortment naman, it states that alleles for different genes sort into gametes independently of one another, provided the genes sit on different chromosomes or are far apart on the same one. Ibig sabihin lang nun is, di ba nga, magkakahiwa-hiwalay yung mga alleles or yung mga genes para sinasabi lang na nag-sort siya independently of one another. Basta nag-sort siya para may ma-express. Kaya nga, ayun yung reason kung bakit magkakaiba ang itsura natin. Okay, ang susunod naman na concept is the Punnett square. A Punnett square is a grid used to predict the possible genotype and phenotype combinations of offspring by crossing the alleles each parent can contribute. Ibig sabihin, mag-example na lang tayo para mas magets nyo. Basically guys, ang Punnett square is, halimbawa, Cross two heterozygous pea plants for seed color. Sabi dito, YY, So, ang magiging Punnett square nan is ganito. Ito pares malaking Y, ito isang tapos ito maliit parehas. Ganyan yung itsura ng Punnett square. So, ang magiging ratio nan is, di ba, isang malaking YY, isang malaking YY. Bale, this is called heterozygous dominant, tapos, homozygous dominant rather, tapos ito naman ay heterozygous, which is meron kang dalawa, tapos meron namang homozygous recessive na isa. Ganyan. Ayun lang yung kung paano mag Punnett square. Ito yung sinasabing genotype ratio. Ayan, yan yung genotype. Kumbaga nakabase lang siya sa kumbaga nakabase lang siya sa kung ano makikita mo sa Punnett square. Meanwhile, ang phenotype naman is observable trait. So, 'di ba nga ang dominant ay ma-express kahit pa iisa lang ang meron sa isang genotype, mangyayari is magiging halimbawa, big Y stands for yellow, tapos ito naman stands for white. So magiging 3 yellow, 1 white. Gets? Tapos, beyond simple dominance naman, ito kasi ay simple dominance lang talaga yan. Meron ding incomplete dominance kung saan, halimbawa, meron kang red na flower, tsaka white na flower. Ang offspring nila magiging white. Ang ratio din nun is same lang sa complete dominance. Ang codominance naman, halimbawa, katulad siya ng mga baka na, halimbawa, merong white na baka at saka red na baka. Tapos ang mangyayari naman sa offspring nila is magiging kulay puti tapos may spot na kulay red. Same lang ang kanilang ratio, mga ratio nila. Ang multiple alleles naman ay more than two versions of a gene exist within a population, even though any single individual carries only two of them. For example, nito is ang blood types natin, kasi ganito yung blood types natin eh. Sabi niya, more than two versions of a gene exist within a population, di ba? Even though any single individual carries only two of them. Kasi blood types, di ba? Pwede siya maging A, pwede siya maging B, pwede siya maging O, etc. Tapos, ayun, kahit na tatlo ang meron tayo, dalawa lang talaga ang pwede natin i-carry. Kaya nga multiple alleles ang tawag. Ang pleiotropy naman guys is isang gene, a single gene influences several seemingly unrelated traits at once. Katulad na lang ng sickle cell anemia kung saan genetic disorder kasi ang sickle cell anemia, and kung magkaroon ka nun, di ba, isang gene lang yun. May impluwensyahan na rin yung ibang gene na maging dysfunctional. Ganun yung pleiotropy. Tapos meron naman tayong polygenic inheritance, which are responsible for skin color mo, skin tone, height. Okay? Ang dami pa pala nito. Tapos, sa chromosomes naman ng sex-linked genes, the chromosome theory of inheritance holds that genes occupy specific loci on chromosomes. And, yeah, di ba sinabi ko kanina, genes specify specific loci on chromosomes kasi nga, for example, ganyan yung itsura ng chromosome mo. Nandito yung gene, di ba? So, loci kasi is the plural term for locus. And that the behavior of chromosomes during meiosis explains both segregation and independent assortment. Yes, di ba sinabi ko kanina, meiosis, doon mo ma-observe yung dalawang law. Genes positioned close together in the same chromosome tend to be inherited as a set. That is called linkage or linked genes. Kapag, bale sinasabi na genes positioned to get, okay, kumbaga ayan. So, meron kang gene dito, tapos kapag meron ka ring uling gene dyan, ibig sabihin nan, they are linked genes. Linkage na yon. Okay, I forgot the name. They can still be separated occasionally through crossing over during meiosis. Pero minsan lang yon. Tapos sa mga tao naman guys, tandaan nyo na ang XX female to. Fem. Ang XY naman lalaki yan. Lalaki. Okay? Walang YY dot. So, genes carried on the sex chromosomes are called sex-linked genes. Tapos, ang mga hindi naman nakakarry sa sex chromosomes ay iba ang tawag doon. Tapos, ito naman ang some common genetic disorders na hindi nyo na kailangan malaman. Tapos, ito may practice questions dito na pwede nyo masagutan. So, if gusto nyo mag-practice, wala naman nanonood ito eh. If gusto nyo mag-practice, ito yung mga pwede nyong gawin. Screenshot nyo na lang tong practice questions na to. May answer key na rin para mag-guide kayo. And once again guys, kung gusto nyo ng mga PDFs na to, alam ko maganda sila, di um, just kindly message me here on TikTok para ma-avail nyo for only 100 pesos lahat-lahat every day na yon, pati kasama ng mock exams ko as well as the schedule slash curriculum.ib. Yun lang guys. So, see you tomorrow. Sorry kung sobrang rush ko ngayon kasi magto 12 na. So, yun lang. Bye-bye.